In August 2018, 27-year-old Meighan Cordie and her mother, Jennifer Weathers, attended a friend's wedding in Yamhill County, Oregon. What should have been a joyful evening quickly took a dark turn on their drive home. By the end of the night, Meighan would be missing, leaving only 3 people who truly knew what happened. One of them was no longer alive. Another had conflicting stories, and the third was a toddler, too young to articulate the events that unfolded. This tragic story would baffle investigators, with every turn revealing deeper complexities. Meighan Cordie, born in December 1990, was a loving mother to her 3-year-old daughter, Gia, whom she adored. Her family and friends described Meighan as cheerful and caring, someone who lived to bring joy to others. Her bright smile was infectious, and she was known for her light-hearted spirit. On August 18th, Meighan, Jennifer, and little Gia attended a family friend's wedding at Heiser Farms, a serene, rustic venue in rural Oregon. The day before, Jennifer and Meighan had argued about who would drive to the venue, as neither knew the area well. Jennifer ultimately drove, and the wedding day proceeded with the typical celebration: dancing, laughter, and a generous flow of drinks. Unfortunately, the festive atmosphere did not bring peace between Meighan and Jennifer. As the evening wore on, Jennifer became visibly intoxicated, and guests noticed a heated argument between the two. Witnesses later recalled that Jennifer seemed significantly impaired, not in a state to be driving. By around 10 p.m., Gia, tired from the long evening, was ready to leave. Meighan wanted to take her home, but Jennifer, eager to continue enjoying the party, grew frustrated. When they finally left, Jennifer drove while Meighan sat in the front passenger seat, with Gia strapped into her car seat in the back. The argument continued in the car, escalating in volume and intensity. At one point, Jennifer stopped the car, and Meighan got out briefly, leaving her phone behind. After more arguing, Meighan re-entered the car, this time sitting in the back with Gia. Meighan placed a call to her boyfriend during the drive, and he overheard shouting in the background. Some reports suggest that Meighan told him Jennifer was intoxicated. That would be the last time Meighan's boyfriend heard her voice. Jennifer later recounted that Meighan angrily insisted on getting out of the car, leaving her phone and shoes behind. Jennifer claimed she drove back and forth along the road looking for her, but after failing to locate her daughter, she went home, reasoning that Meighan might have found another way back to the wedding venue. Strangely, Jennifer did not alert authorities immediately. She went to bed without confirming Meighan's safety. The next morning, Jennifer called the non-emergency line, reporting her daughter missing. She sounded calm, almost detached, as she recounted the previous night's events. While searching for Meighan, she had reportedly checked both local hospitals and jails. This casual attitude, coupled with her lack of urgency, struck many as odd. Authorities took Meighan's disappearance seriously. Volunteers and search teams combed the rural area for any sign of her. They found her phone and shoes in Jennifer's car, and alarmingly, a clump of Meighan's hair, still attached at the roots, lay in the front seat. This discovery suggested a physical altercation, one that Jennifer had downplayed. During questioning, Jennifer admitted that Meighan had yanked her hair, prompting Jennifer to brake suddenly. She claimed she tried to protect Gia from the escalating confrontation, but her account seemed inconsistent. When authorities subjected Jennifer to a lie detector test, they noted her tendency to shift blame entirely onto Meighan. Only 3 people knew what happened on that rural Oregon road. With Meighan gone, the truth remains elusive. Jennifer's testimony raises as many questions as it answers, while Gia, too young to understand, may be the last living witness to what truly unfolded that night. From all available sources, it's clear that Meighan was known to be a devoted mother to her daughter. Her alleged sudden, violent behavior in front of her child feels completely out of character. Notably, Jennifer's lengthy pauses between her statements also stand out. When recounting events, most people who are confident in their version don't have to pause for a full 12 seconds. It almost feels as if Jennifer is filling the silence, struggling to piece together a narrative. As Jennifer recounts the incident, she says she was just reaching back to hit Meighan's arm, trying to make her let go of her hair. When asked how many times she hit her, Jennifer sounds unsure, as if she's fumbling for the details. The investigator presses on, trying to clarify, "Were you hitting her arm?" Jennifer responds vaguely, almost as though the specifics don't really matter to her. Jennifer claims that Meighan called her boyfriend Brendan before she pulled her hair. Curiously, she doesn't provide any context for this call. What could have made Meighan so distressed? Witnesses at the wedding mentioned that Jennifer seemed significantly intoxicated, which raises a critical question: was Meighan concerned about her mother's driving? If she was, why would she let her daughter remain in the car, trapped in the middle of an escalating argument? Jennifer's responses, particularly when she admits that she and Meighan exchanged heated words, paint a picture of rising tension. Her words subtly shift the blame onto Meighan, insinuating that her daughter was the one who started the verbal insults. "I don't call Meighan names," she says, but the moment feels calculated, as if Jennifer is trying to paint herself in a more favorable light. As Jennifer describes the moment when Meighan allegedly opened the car door, she says, "I was almost at a stop." According to her, Meighan jumped out of the car, but Jennifer never mentions hearing any sound, no cry of pain, no noise from the fall. The investigator pushes further, asking how fast she was going, and Jennifer claims it was less than 5 miles per hour. Yet, this doesn't match the medical examiner's findings. Later, they reveal that Meighan's injuries were consistent with a much higher speed. Jennifer then explains that she couldn't see Meighan after she left the car. She searched but couldn't leave because her granddaughter, Gia, was still in the back seat. She repeatedly says she was focused on getting Gia home safely, that she didn't even think to call Meighan afterward. It's a strange omission, especially for a mother whose daughter is now missing. When asked why she didn't try calling Meighan, Jennifer simply responds, "It didn't occur to me." As the investigation unfolds, the authorities face a critical turning point. After 4 days of intensive searching, a group of joggers finally discover Meighan's body 9 miles away from where Jennifer claimed she had jumped out of the car. The autopsy revealed that Meighan suffered blunt force trauma and severe injuries that were inconsistent with merely falling from a slow-moving car. This revelation shifts the focus back to Jennifer. How did Meighan end up so far from the original location, and why does Jennifer's story contradict the physical evidence? On August 23rd, the search for Meighan came to a heartbreaking end. Her body was found down a steep embankment, raising immediate questions about Jennifer's narrative. If Meighan had exited the car at a near stop, it wouldn't account for her extensive injuries or the distance from the original site. In September, at a press conference, District Attorney Brad Berry addressed the discrepancies in Jennifer's story. The medical examiner was confident that Meighan's injuries could not have come from a fall at such a low speed. Moreover, her feet showed no signs of damage, suggesting she hadn't walked far. This evidence, paired with an inconclusive polygraph test, painted Jennifer in a more suspicious light. However, despite mounting doubts, the authorities ruled Meighan's death as accidental, declining to pursue further criminal charges. Jennifer would face minor charges related to her intoxication, serving just 5 days in jail and receiving probation. Now, Gia lives with her father, while Jennifer faces a civil lawsuit from Meighan's father who claims she was negligent. He also filed a suit against the wedding venue, alleging they overserved Jennifer and allowed her to drive under the influence. The outcome of these lawsuits is uncertain, but the core mystery remains. What really happened that night? Was this truly a tragic accident, or is there more to the story than Jennifer has revealed? Sadly, we may never know. This case leaves us with more questions than answers, and the truth may remain forever hidden in the shadows. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more true crime stories.